Even a stone has a life. Everything has got life. Okay. But there are different stages, different levels of life. You cannot murder human beings. Whatever is biology, we have to agree with it. Go with it. Even a stone has a life. Everything has got life. Okay. But there are different stages, different levels of life. You cannot murder human beings. That everybody knows. But the next step you have to understand that you can't murder any animals. Okay. Plants are the natural food for all the animals. And minerals are the natural food for all the plants. The plants take minerals. The animals take plants. And we are also an animal taking plant. We are herbivorous animals. We are not carnivorous animals. We don't have the canine teeth. We don't have the biological structure to eat meat. That's why we should never eat meat. Because we are not biologically designed for that. Some animals are biologically designed to eat meat. This human body is not biologically designed to eat meat. We are biologically designed only to eat plant food. Whatever is biology, we have to agree with it. Go with it.
Namaste, friends and masters. Welcome to day 12 of the Renew session. I'm Vignesh. I am based off Austin, Texas in the US, and I'm a software developer. I started my meditation journey about 3 years ago with Buddha CEO. This was came at a time when I was finishing my university and I was trying to get a job. So being in the US, coming to the US, this meditation kept me grounded. It helped me manifest. It helped me manifest not only a job, but also a health. It's brought in many subtle changes as well in my life. I've become more calm and composed. I have learned to go with the flow of life. That is something that this has taught me. And it's also brought me into reading a lot of books. Buddha CEO has introduced me to some really beautiful books. You Are the Placebo and The Surrender Experiment, which I'm currently reading. So it's also tied and kept me grounded in the sense that I was feeling lonely before. It was very difficult for me to make friends, but meditation has brought a different personality in me that I am naturally smiling and it gravitates. Everyone just wants to be friends now. So those mental ruminations, those mental anxiety, everything has subsided. And I have much more. It has changed every aspect of my life, but we will discuss that in the upcoming sessions as well as later on. Over to you, Chandra sir, for the session for now. Thank you so much.
Got a happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great afternoon, wonderful evening. Hi, Karthikeyan sir. Great to see you, sir.
Namaste, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir. Let's see if we get a better radio. Sir, we will do the meditation and take a message, sir. You'd like to give?
No, carry on, carry on.
Okay, sir.
Carry on till 7, yes.
Sure, sir. So today after meditation, we have Padmashri Karthikeyan sir, former CBA Director of India, and many more. But most importantly, great spiritual ambassador to all the organizations, spiritual organizations, including us, as a wonderful mentor. And so we'll listen to his messages around meditation, spirituality, and why we are doing these programs and all of it. Thank you, Karthikeyan, for joining. Briefly, and we'll learn in detail. Let me just turn this off. I think it's just not working. Briefly, in this week, we're talking about mental health. We're talking about health. And mental health is about having a great mind, sound mind, that mind that does not take us down if we do not have right understanding of life. Sthita Prajna, Bhagavad Gita talks about Sthita Prajna, means that being, having the knowledge to stay equanimous into every situation. Can we be that? Instead of labeling things as bad and good, success and failure, being equanimous in situations, accepting them the way they are. If we can just do that, then everything is, our mind is always strong, because that does not lead us to a negative thinking and emotion. If we just be there in an equanimous situation of everything, observing experience as experiences without labeling them as anything. Without labeling experiences as they are. So the mental health is about being able to, if we can, look at everything the way it is. The beds are not properly set up. It's okay. Can I just see it as the way it is? Very simple thing in day to day. Why am I over analyzing about, oh, this person is not disciplined, they don't keep it right, they don't know? Just about a small bed, or some part of the house that may not be that clean. Then how do we get there? Yogaha chitta vritti nirodha. If we can empty the mind stuff, then your union with your body and mind, you see everything equally, equanimously. You're unioning with that, becoming one with it. You're not separating yourself and saying, oh, this is not right, that's not right. And a union means you are in flow with it. What does union mean otherwise? Union with the body. Okay, accept the body the way it is. Union with the mind. Accept things. One, become one. When you become one with a friend, what is that union with a friend? Everything is, they are you. Everything is with them, you become one with them. That means you understand them. Yoga chitta vritti nirodha. That means if we empty the mind stuff, then we achieve yoga, the union. When you're union, when you're coherent with somebody or something, then it's just fine. There's no labeling, there's no judgment. There is equanimity, there is acceptance. Gautama Buddha, suffering is due to individual ignorance. Avidya is the root cause of suffering. There is suffering, and suffering is due to ignorance. Suffering can be removed, and Eightfold Path is the way. Four Noble Truths. So individual ignorance. And then avidya, the ignorance is the root. And so then what is the opposite of that? Vidya, understanding, increased understanding. When we increase our understanding, automatically the labeling and judgment stops. When we increase our awareness, then craving stops. The greed stops, the attachment stops. Meditation, yoga, chitta vritti nirodha is giving that awareness. Knowledge increases our understanding. And so, dear friends, mental health is about having a sound mind, being able to be in equanimity of situations. It happens naturally when we do empty the mind and we regularly understand the knowledge. And of course, when we do meditation, when we increase the knowledge, a few things happen into our emotional system, into our physiological system. According to research, these things that are happening when we do these two, when we regularly understand, that's true. Why am I judging so much and worried so much? If my daughter or son did not go for 2 days, they didn't go to office, or on the weekend they did not listen to you, they did something else. Why am I just judging so much and worried so much about it? Oh, these guys won't listen to my words. Can I just look at them, communicate what I want to communicate, but then can I step back and say, they have their own interests, and so then they are here, and they will take what I'm saying at the right time, but right now they're their own interest, they're doing it. Can I just be that? That's knowledge. If we didn't do, then what happens? Your father, let's say, argues, and so there are no speaks or gives unwanted advice. And so then should you be, because of that, not take your parent to a, a party or a social gathering just because he'll give unwanted advice? What happens if we just accepted that? What's the big deal about it? If we give suppose some advice, because elders, they want to talk and they want to give this and that. Is that a problem? What happens? Because we have poor understanding, we're trying to protect our image. And because of protecting the image, oh, what will friends think? Why is he giving? What's all this? Then you just stop them. And so there is friction. And so there is a disturbance in the mind because there is a friction. But that's knowledge. Okay, what happens? If I just let it go, is there a big deal about it? The reason being, okay, there is image protection happening. There is an internal I, ego image that I found for myself. I means that if I go there, we should be like this. And so then we try to maintain that. And so anyone comes across trying to change that, we think in our mind. And so we avoid my parents to come to social gatherings thinking that, okay, they will give unwanted advice. They will talk about meditation. They will say this. They will say that. Meditation and this knowledge help us to look into things. And the three things that are happening are, one, the fears are reducing. Unwanted fears, fear of looking bad is reduced. Fear of failure is reduced. This knowledge tells you a body has the greatest health, it can heal greatly. So the fear of ill health is reduced when you understand it. And I have the cases, people tell that, okay, I'm joyfully enjoying my life. I didn't have to reach out to medication. My body is healing. I'm meditating. Then this fear of ill health drops when you speak to three, four executives who are meditating and traveling without necessarily worrying about health. You also can overcome that situation. Fears are reduced fundamentally. Now, scientifically, they saw in the subconscious mind there is something called amygdala, which is an emotion center that is shrinking for a long-term meditator. So they observed it. This master who originally discovered from neuroscience perspective, Sarah Laser, is going to be a speaker in a global conference of meditation leaders. An amazing research she did in the year 2005 onwards from Harvard. That there is an emotional center called amygdala, which is shrinking. in size in the areas where the fear is active in that little tiny emotional center called amygdala in our brain, in our midbrain, in the subconscious mind. That area is shrinking. They observed it when they did neuroscience research on long-term meditators. So less fear, first step, because that's what projects many things. The second thing, as we all know, we are emptying the mind stuff. So the mental rumination is naturally reduced because every day we are practicing to be quieter and quieter and quieter. Now that has something beautiful effect. Now every day as we gain knowledge, that awareness is built. There is an area in the brain, in the conscious mind, called for situational awareness. They saw, again, from her research, that all areas of the brain are increasing in gray matter thickness is happening for long-term meditators. All area of this conscious mind, subconscious, everything, in general, is increasing. And part of that area is the situational awareness area, that is increasing in size. And there is this part of the brain called frontal cortex, the CEO of the brain, that's increasing in size. Now, what does it mean? And then there is much more better neural connection and glue. So all parts of the brain work great and enhancing. So then you have more awareness that's developed. Awareness means when I'm thinking negative, at least I'm catch myself. Metacognition capability. And so we activate that better. That means while I'm thinking, oh, I'm thinking negative. If I know that is not right for me. And so then a mental rumination naturally will drop. First of all, due to regular emptying the mind stuff, the mental rumination is dropping. And on top of it, with this awareness, yesterday we talked about power of speech. Because when we have awareness, when you start talking about a big rail accident 20 years ago in your childhood has no relevance now, you suddenly catch yourself and stop. Second thing. The third thing, difference, because mental rumination is causing all kinds of negative chemicals going down, is stressing, interfering with the body, and then it just becomes a constant thinking, feeling loop. You are the placebo. That book must be read to understand this very important concept, or breaking the habit of being yourself. These two will explain why, when we are into a loop, we cannot stop the loop of thinking, and how meditation helps you to break that loop. Constant thinking, feeling is going on, so we can just go on thinking, feeling, worrying about. The third thing different that's happening is that scientifically speaking from research, more feel-good hormones, there are many hormones that are there in the brain called neural chemicals, neural peptides, that are produced to keep us going greatly, no matter what, when we do certain practices. When you have good sleep, of course, some of them are produced. Say an hormone called dopamine, serotonin, endorphins. The dopamine is a reward chemical, it's called. There is oxytocin, there is anandamide, vasopressin. There are many chemicals are there. But some of them, all of them have some function. They're all there in the brain, and they get produced based on the experience they're having. Now, reward chemical is what? It's called dopamine. Now, this is there in the net. You search for feel-good hormones, you will see like a zillion of them images. So worry about it. You can just type feel-good hormones, and I want you to sort of look at that and say, what are these? Our wisdom will talk about it for sure. But these good hormones, no matter what, no matter whether you are what the situation is, but there's this there to make you feel. You can think of it as a temporary numbing you, whatever. They make you feel good. They make you feel your mood is changing. If pain is there, they'll sort of let the pain go down, and they make you feel the intensity of the pain is lesser. The dopamine, suppose you've got 20 tasks in a day to do. Now you do 3 tasks and check them, then you feel good about yourself. Yes or no? You go to office, I wake up in the morning, write 20. As you're finishing, what small things. They could be as simple as, just move this book from here to the bookshelf. Could be. Set 10 books here in this drawer, put it in the bookshelf. One simple email I send, finish, tick. So then you are feeling good. You know that. It motivates us. It's called reward. How is it coming? How are we feeling good just because we do something? You just keep books here to there. What makes you feel good? This dopamine gets produced. As you somewhere give a meaning that, wow, okay, one out of many I've done today. The moment you say that, then there is a meaning that it means that, okay, it means that something good you have done is the meaning is associated. It's a good translation, in this case, dopamine chemical inside the brain that suddenly sends your body and then your face and this and that to make you feel fundamentally good, feel good chemical. Reward chemical. Oxytocin, no matter what, how much people are bothering you around, the oxytocin is sending a love chemical, it's called. Love chemical. Produce plenty in meditation. Produce plenty in sleep. Oxytocin. And so what is doing, that's why when you sleep and then wake up, and so some of the issues that you have with people drop at that point because you had this plenty generated. And then over a period of time, there's more cortisol, which is the opposite of it, which is like, making you alert and active and then slowly numbing other systems. So there is this thing going on, stress versus calmness. And then meditation, as we're calming ourselves, is in the research-wise shown that these feel-good chemicals are produced in plenty, making us feel loving with others, making us feel rewarded, making us feel the change in the mood. And you come home and then you're like really upset about something, then we say, okay, chodo yaar, so listen to some music or walk, go to nature. It changes the mood, you know that. But you sit down for meditation, it produces the same chemical called serotonin. Changes the mood. So without doing, still you feel good. It's important. Otherwise, we are too harsh on ourselves. We judge ourselves. Oh, I thought I'll do what a stupid I am. I'm just a jerk. I don't even do things and I'm just lazy around. And so much harshness is there, particularly youngsters are judging. Everybody is judging themselves. That's part of course, mental illness. Parents push, go, meet your friends, why are you sitting? Why are you sitting? Somebody says, oh, really? Whole day you sat at home only, didn't go out? There starts for the child. Man, something really I'm doing wrong. So there is this total friction is there. But when you meditate, they're able to temporarily, even though people pass these comments, some of these good chemicals are prevailing, and so they feel still retain the goodness in them. Just because you didn't go out doesn't mean that you're wrong. Just because you didn't open your mouth in the 2 hours of social gatherings doesn't mean that you're wrong. Silence is golden. The spiritual practice is mantra is be silent. Save your energy. Contemplate more. It's totally opposite than what I've been conditioned to say. You got to speak up when you're with the people. Speak up only if there's necessity, not otherwise. So meditation will give us that awareness, dear friends, and then of course we become calmer. But it's important there, but the feel-good hormones are increased. So net, dear friends, mental health is increased significantly because fears are reduced, thoughts, rumination is gone, and then feel-good hormones are increasing. And so then you are able to bring into a good state no matter what. How many people here are experiencing that, I'm happy for no reason. You don't need a reason to be happy. One of the reason is this feel-good stuff is going on for us. The feel-good stuff is going on. Unwanted projection of fears are not there. You are got a lot of awareness. Mind is calmer. Good hormones are there. Naturally, you got to feel good no matter what. So that is the beginning of, friends, the transformation. When you start feeling good about yourself, then you got the moment your emotion is higher, elevated emotion, then you're enhancing energy. Then suddenly, when emotion is higher, you're becoming one with the whole. Then you have ideas flowing in. Then automatically you start taking action. You got to feel good about yourself. Then you can think of some better future. Not otherwise. You got to feel good about yourself, no matter what. You lost a big lot of money in the business. Can you feel good about yourself? Even though, okay, fine, that's gone. Equanimity, it's a prajna. Then only you can overcome that thing and say, okay, now what should I do? Should I go on worrying about it? It's not going to get you anywhere. Then should I just come out of it and say, fine, that's one event. Knowledge is required. So temporary. There's a family in Dubai. They went there, they built such a beautiful in partnership with somebody. The richness they built, hard work. Then suddenly one fine day they realize, it's like a movie style, that everything they built has gone. Because they are the partner apparently cheated them big time because he also trusted. So they're doing multiple jobs. He said partner is doing, and so then they left. And whatever they thought they had become zero. For 12 years, he worked really hard and then built everything, thinking that somebody is going to take it, but it became zero. Then what would be the state? He came into spirituality, understood that everything can be possible to be rebuilt again. I have the power to build. I'm infinitely potential, number one. Everything is possible to create. Okay, what I've gone through is perhaps because what I may have caused to somebody, or it's for my own learning, law of karma. Many understandings came. It minimized the impact of it in a way that they're able to power themselves, and today they built a bigger, greater empire happily. They're able to recreate it, rebuild it. It's possible. It's not end of life for anybody at any age. But this understanding has to come. The strength of meditation has to come to be using understanding. So all of that, when it's there, dear friends, we don't mentally degrade ourselves for everything. Increase understanding, increase awareness. Then mental health is there. So one of the core things that meditation is able to give to people is sound mind. Knowledge must be there along with it. Some of the another day we'll talk about those who have, say, let's say, specific disorders, how meditation can help to heal. In fact, you don't have to wait. eocinstitute.org. eocinstitute.org is an amazing website. It links up every mental health, physical health, emotional health conditions and says what meditation is doing to them within a beautiful writings with research quoted and many, many things quoted there. I love that site. And you go there and then research it for yourself and then know a little more about the power of meditation. And I know that there are several cases for people who have solved their illnesses, mental health conditions, depressions, common addictions, commonly healed. In our community also, some of the meditation experiences will be there. Pay attention to them. Anybody out there feeling sad about it and feeling lack of control of my mind and thought, and so then I go into a spiral spin. All of that is possible to be healed. Be here and speak about how you may be able to do, because you may not sit for long, but sit for 1 minute, 2 minutes, get up, sit for 1 minute, 2 minutes, get up, sit for 1 minute, 2 minutes. Okay, that'll still build resilience and slowly you'll get there. We can't sit for full 30 minutes. In some conditions, you can't sit, but it is okay. But the family members have to give them some support, then they will be all right. All right, friends. So let's go into the practice of meditation once again. Relax yourself, sit comfortably. We're practicing breath meditation. Our goal is to rest the mind. We observe the breath, to empty the mind with your eyes closed. When you observe the breath, mind becomes empty. And then be in the state of emptiness. In case you have thought, and when you notice thoughts are there, go back to the breath. And again, slowly, slowly, as you attend to the breath, you go into the calmness, quietness, and emptiness. The entire practice is around that, to observing the breath with our eyes closed initially, and letting go of that, and then be in that emptier, calmer states as it happens to you. And when thoughts come, coming back to the breath, relax yourself, dear friends. Be with your breath. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to lose into that nothingness, emptiness. That vast, endless depth of that emptiness. If you are in thought, go back to the breath. Allow yourself to merge into that emptiness inside of you, all around you. That's energy, the quantum field of intelligence, that awareness. Is always paying attention, is always guiding, giving direction. The more you are with it in that nothingness, the more you tune in and receive, the more intuitive you become. We are the masters of ourselves. Merge into the emptiness, that greater mind. At this time, express gratitude to all things and everyone in your life. To this mineral kingdom, the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom, human kingdom, angelic kingdom, to this entire field, for helping us to be part of this reality, to experience. And whenever you're ready, keeping your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, and then may open your eyes. Okay, friends, hope you enjoyed the session. Greater calmness. At this time, we will listen to Padmashri Karthikeyan sir, his wisdom and how sir sees about meditation, all of it. Yes, sir. Vignesh, you're introducing?
Yes, sir. So Padmashri D.R. Karthikeyan, President of Foundation of Peace, Harmony and Good Governance, is a retired Indian government civil services officer with a very illustrious career as former Director of the Central Bureau of Investigation, former Special Director General of CRPF, and Director General National Human Rights Commission, among others. He was awarded the Padma Shri in the year 2010 for his contribution to the field of Indian civil services. Karthikeyan ji is on the board of several non-profit and for-profit organizations as directors, trustee, advisor, chairman, and more. He is closely associated with many spiritual organizations and the masters worldwide, including Art of Living, Isha Foundation, Pyramid Spiritual Societies Movement, Ananda Sangha, Brahma Kumars. He is fondly called as the spiritual ambassador of the world. Karthikeyan ji is a regular practitioner of meditation and attributes many holistic health benefits to meditation and advocates it compassionately to everyone. As chairman of the global and regional conferences of meditation leaders, he ensured successful hosting of these events and contributed to the cause significantly. He is the key inspiration to Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation and provides great mentoring. Thank you so much, sir.
Sir, you're on mute. Sir, you're on mute, sir.
Hello, Chandra, and everybody.
Hi.
Namaste. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Let me first congratulate all of you for the wisdom in joining this great movement of meditation. As you all must be knowing already, this is not something introduced by India or Hinduism alone. We have done research to learn that meditation in some form or the other have been practiced by all traditions all over the world in some form or the other. Now all systems of meditation are equally good, effective. But this system of Ana-Pana-Sati meditation, origin is like this. Bhagavan Buddha attained enlightenment through a process called Vipassana. 2550 years ago. For some historic, reasons, we will not go into that. It went out of India, but preserved in many other countries like Burma. Satyanarayana Goenkaji is a very prosperous diamond merchant, whom we all call later Guruji, in Burma. He had an incurable headache. He went all over the world, even those days, no remedy. Ultimately, it's a long story. To cut it short, he went into Vipassana meditation. It was at that time 3 months long meditation. During the course of the meditation, within 2-3 weeks, his incurable headache disappeared. But he found the meditation has much more value than just getting over the physical ailment. And after that, his Burmese Vipassana guru, Yuva King, he said, Goenkaji, this came out of India. Bhagavan Buddha gave it. You please take it back to India. That was the prediction of Bhagavan also. So, Guruji, he gave up everything, all his wealth, everything, and came back to India and started teaching meditation. At that time, not many were interested because it was too long. And he went from door to door. Ultimately, he succeeded in creating some Vipassana meditation centers. In India, the first one was started in Hyderabad. And we recently had the golden jubilee of the meditation center. I was there. But thereafter, of course, centers were established in many parts of India and many parts of the world also. But because it's a 10-day course, and you have to be there, and then very intensive course, it did not become very popular with the people, but then many people who were interested, they went and took it up. One of those persons were Brahmarshi Pitamaha. He went out of curiosity, went and attended. But the 10-day course, he said he attended only the first day. The first 3 days are Ana-Pana-Sati. You observe your breath, as we are practicing now. Then there were 7 days more observing the sensations of the body and etc. But for Patriji, one day, first day meditation, Ana-Pana-Sati itself was good enough because he was already an enlightened soul. And he came out. He used to ask me, how did you spend 10 days? I couldn't stay more than a day. But then he perfected it, simplified it, the technology, and the benefit he got, enlightenment he got, he wanted to share with the world instead of being satisfied with his own benefit. He again, like Patriji, by Goenkaji, he also went from door to door, then village to village to start with. Not many were interested, but because of his tenacity and his own faith, he was able to spread it to all over Andhra Pradesh, many villages, combined it along with vegetarianism, plant-based diet, and later also pyramid meditation. Earlier, meditation means only peaceful, quietly, but he added pyramid meditation and also meditation with music. He proved it can be very effective. And then he traveled all over the country, tirelessly. They went to also many parts of the world, as you all know, must be knowing by now, because he was anxious that he was to convert the whole. First he said Dhyana Andhra Pradesh, then Dhyana Bharat. Then he said, I want to make Dhyana Jagath. He used to tell me 30 years back at a chance meeting with him. And I used to wonder what simple man has got this vision. But he was so determined, and he did, a simple person, but then he created many masters. And in less than 40 years, it has become a global movement now, as like Master Sachandra and many others in their own way. They have been spreading this meditation because the same vision, that is, as we say in Tamil, non petra inbam peruga vaiyagam. The benefit I got, I want it to spread to everybody in the world. Okay, that's one point of it now. Now, during the pandemic, and then it was, Dr. Chandra Brahmarshi, the founder of Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation, he approached me. He said, "Sir, I want to do it through the Zoom because we can't meet people." So I supported it because they were so, he and his lady, Vani, were so good to me whenever I went to Pyramid Valley at the invitation of Patriji. So I said yes. First day I thought I'll do it, but I found it interesting even then. Then I continued for a few days. I found it very, very effective, though we are not new to meditation or spiritual movements. Then I wrote to few people, shared my thoughts with few friends, and people who had faith in me, they also started with them. They found it very interesting. And though it was, meditation, there's no price, because you say, how can I put a price for this? It's a life-transforming meditation. But then, a friend of mine who had benefited, who are well-to-do, they started giving donations, starting with the 10 lakhs of rupees from a good friend, Dr. S.V. Balasubramaniam and others. Because to spread it to all over the world, you have to create infrastructure, you have to engage so many people, all these things cost. So, first 40-day meditation, I endorsed it. And people who had faith in me joined. Like that, so many times we have done 40-day meditations, and thousands of people have joined from all over the world and benefited. And then we all said we have to ensure that this is not good enough. It has to go to all over the world. Everybody has to do it. Otherwise, how do you save the world? How do you save individuals from their own stress and challenges of relations, and also the environment, protection environment? So we have seen the United Nations, governments, constitutions, judiciary, police, they all did a job, but the negativities went on increasing far more. And the global individuals, most of the people are suffering from stress more than ever before, and global warming and climate crisis threatening the existence of the planet Earth. So the regional, Chandra took the initiative called the Regional Conference on Meditation Leaders. We had a number of conferences in many parts of India and outside, as you have known. Then the only comment that we must spread this meditation all over the world. Everyone should do it, so that to save individuals from stress, to ensure their good health of the body, mind, and spirit, improve relationships, make them efficient in their family life, harmony, efficient in whatever they are doing, and also respect each other, and also respect the environment. So like that, and we've been passing resolutions appealing to the world, United Nations everywhere, please declare a day in a year as World Meditation Day. And in between, the UN also came out declaring 21st of December every year as World Meditation Day. Now it's part of the credit can be claimed by PSSM movement, Patriji, Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation. But whatever it is, we wanted it is achieved. But now, mere declaration, acceptance of the world body of the value of meditation is not good enough. So now the effort is to ensure spread it all over the world, everywhere, at every level, school level, corporate level, government level. So we have been, we had a global conference on meditation in Bharat Mandap last year with with high dignitaries like the Vice President of India, and great spiritual masters, messages from Dajiji of Varna Shantivanam, Heartfulness Meditation, Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev, Sri Shankar-ji, Brahma Kumaris, like many other masters came and addressed. All of them agreed on this. Whatever may be what technique branch, but a fundamental basic meditation is accepted and is necessary. So we have been writing to the Prime Minister of India, President, everywhere, telling, please devise policies where meditation is taught at everywhere, right from school levels, everywhere. No, we have achieved quite a lot, but much more is to be done because the world is threatened by self-destruction as never before. We have seen UN is watching silently, see the killings of going on thousands of people, innocent women and children. In many theaters of war in world, right from Ukraine and then West Asia, and smaller wars, conflicts everywhere going on. So how do we do that? Unless we create this sense of responsibility, what is right and wrong to every individual. Because when you do that, when you do meditation, when you go within, you realize the virtues, validity of great Mahavakyas like Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi, and then you think of only the right things, and then we will get over all the negative feelings. If when everybody does it all over the society, then create leaders who are also spiritual-minded people who will serve the society. There will be no corruption, and when world is ruled by such spiritual-minded, enlightened leaders, then only there will be harmony in the world. We can save planet Earth now, all that thing. Now, I heartiest congratulations to all of you. You are there, but please stay on, because we have seen in many parts of the world, people do follow these things regularly, at all ages. Even children, you have to do it, because now you see the pandemic of the new addiction to these gadgets. We have seen children when they are deprived of these, gadgets like mobile, because they get so much addicted to it now. The pandemic is a new addiction. Then children commit suicide, we have seen. So how do you stay with it? So you have to train them. Merely telling them is not enough. Only the parents should also follow these practices and put the children on meditative practices. They will know what is right, what is wrong. The only way of getting them away from this addiction, saving addiction to alcohol, addiction to drugs, everything in some ways we feel the world is going towards self-destruction. To save individuals, save families, to save nations, to save entire planet, the surest way is meditation, any type of meditation, but I find Ana-Pana-Sati meditation, the simplest form of meditation is good. And Chandra is not only able to impart meditation, but also gives the philosophical, scientific justification very clearly expressing. And my congratulations to Chandra, Buddha CEO, Quantum Foundation, and all of you. Let us all give our support in our own way. One is practicing, spreading the knowledge, and also whatever way you support this movement to go much more. I'm happy because even in America, when we went to Dallas, the followers of this benefited. They have acquired 100 acres of land. They want to create Omega pyramid. This will be the largest for the meditation, largest pyramid in the world. So let us do our best for our own good, for our own families and nation and the entire world. Let us do it. Thank you, Chandra. I can keep on talking. There's not a time for that. Congratulations. All the best. Namaste.
Thank you, sir, for always inspiring, bringing things into perspective of why we are doing meditation. You bring points of view from all spiritual organizations with only a single aim. And while you bring the spiritual wisdom from all of them to make us believe that this is a beautiful process, but then your direct practical experience, and then you're demonstrating that why meditation can be so contributing to inspire us to contribute to others, that you, no matter, there's no age bar for you, travel by yourself every minute, to use You always want to help, and always very integral, very ethical. So many things that we can learn from you as the embodiment of this. So really thank you for helping, just being there. So we get motivated, inspired. And I keep thinking, if Karthikeyan can travel, if he can do every day one other city, another place, and we can talk on many things, then where is that coming from? So then we can do too. That's essentially how we see. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Chandra. All the best.
Yes, sir. Sonalji.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So wonderful. We've been waiting for you for this program.
Thank you, Sonal.
And I'm taking the opportunity to invite you for our next RCML here. You're coming to St. Louis, and then we'll go to Iowa together. So wanted to say that take this moment to invite you personally.
I remember your warm hospitality. You're all doing great job. America needs more than any other country. In fact,
Yes.
India also needs it because, I'm very disturbed by the new addictions. Addiction to alcohol, addiction to drugs. Very disturbing. Very, very disturbing. Where are we going? The only way, the surest way is meditation. Unless you import it from every child, every family, all that. I'm worried about the future. The only surest way, let each one of us do our best to spread it everywhere. Thank you. I saw a wonderful work you have been doing in America. Yes, I see in St. Louis, Dallas, everywhere. Thank you. Thank you, Sonal.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for putting those intentions here, coming in person. We're so grateful for your energy, for your love, and for your guidance. Thank you.
June, thank you, Sonalji. So June 13 and 14, sir, our next regional conference is in Iowa this time, June 13 and 14. Anyway, sir, we mentioned this a long time ago, but I'll write to you back again. And they're all prepared, excited. They've gotten some nice speakers from Maharishi University and many local, very senior doctors and as members for that conference. We'd like to use this, so thank you. And yes, sir.
Let's see. We'll go with the flow.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Carry on.
Thank you, sir. Okay, dear friends. Yes, sir. If anybody out there who feel elated to talk about this or make a comment, please do raise your hand, dear friends. It'll be wonderful to share. We are at 7:30, so we'll conclude the session here, and then we'll continue to take for some more time your feedback and comments or questions. It'll be good to know, how do you feel about what we are doing? How can we do it more together? This knowledge, when it spreads to somebody, and then if they can imbibe the meditation practice, they are becoming another Buddha, another great saint or sage in the in their mind and the way they think, but the bodily they are there. So we're not renouncing anything, but just we are changing the way we live and think about life. If one person becomes a Buddha, then they're awakening a millions of people. So can we, without thinking that I don't have reach, I don't have this, only for those, can we just take a step and introduce to the next person? My co-founder, Lawrence Guardioli, the moment she heard about vegetarianism, a plant-based diet was so important, next moment, French, becoming a vegetarian, just like that. But the next moment, the next day, he said, I'm going to be vegetarian, I'm going to try. Became that. One person becoming a vegetarian saves, there is a study, 8,000 large animals are saved, leaving alone countless fish saved. Adds to a lot of world peace. Then she decided that every day I'll teach meditation to one person. Every day I'll introduce, teach me that I'll at least talk about one person. And so then the moment she had intention, somebody other would always come in. It's all about our intention. Experiment. If you have the intention to say, I'm going to talk about meditation to at least one person, it will go, because the nature of reality is that what we intend is our wish is always given true. It comes into us. So she kept always talking about it. That's sufficient. Some of them become greatest meditation master. They went and taught, and the teaching also now good enough. Our purpose is done. Rather than trying to say, I've got to have 1,000 people, 50 people, 20 people, the count is immaterial. Something that Patriji, I never understood when he says that, don't bother about the counts. That's immaterial. In spiritual science, you cannot even you cannot even understand what is the impact we are causing. We just have to go and do if it's the right thing. So please do write about these in the WhatsApp group chats. And then if you have ideas, let us know. I'll see you all tomorrow. Yes, any announcements, Vignesh, before I conclude?
Yes, sir, there is one small announcement. Friends, we have the vibe session for youth starting very soon. The details of the vibe session will be shared with you in the WhatsApp groups. Please do join, and please do recommend any youths who would benefit from the meditation to join. It's a 40-day program.
Who would benefit from meditation?
Everyone, every single person
So
in this
every
world
youth
will
that you
benefit.
know to be given.
Yes. Yes, absolutely, sir.
All right. So thank you all. We'll take a couple of questions. Or anyone wants to share? Yes, Anuragji has raised his hand. We will listen to that after a short break. Yes.
Hello. Hello, sir. Are you hearing my voice?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. First of all, Buddha CEO, Backend team, and PSSM all masters, my heartfully gratitude and mindfulness, sir. Today's class is a wonderful session. No questions, sir. Questions is no questions, but I am your student, sir. That is, you gave me that is a new path. That is, we are living the normal civilian life. After the before accident and after accident, I am totally changed, sir. Because of you only. Yeah, that 40 days projects classes, it will change my life. Uh, uh, what is the clarity, confidence, and conviction, and calmness, and these are all I'm I'm tasting. Okay, this is the life. We are all living the nonsense. That is the civilian life. After that meditation, that is the different. I'm observed. I was observed, sir, and past, but I'm totally recovered. Almost 95% recovered. Recently, I went to hospital. The doctor was told me, almost your body is miraculously responding. Everything is fine. That is a healing process, and everything is okay in our body. In every cell is miraculously working together in my body because of you are only, sir. You are my God. Because of that day, I'm very very low because of that is an accident and I'm loneliness, stress, depression. Everything is there. But now I crossed. These are all the things. Now I'm thinking right way. Before I'm talking, I'm thinking, I'm waiting, and I'm talking. That is a before accident. I'm doing the 10 works at a time. I'm multitasking. But after the meditation and attending the classes and like you gurus, Sujata madam and Reshma ma'am, Shravani ma'am, everybody is guiding us, guiding me, and everything is I'm follow. First, I'm applying myself, and I'm followed. Go with the flow, and everything is okay, fine. But I have so many questions in my mind running fast. That is a 40 days presence class, and that try eight I was completed. Now I am started to renewal classes. But when I am started the renewal class also, I was stopped all the questions. Just only you breathe it. You breathe, observe the breathe. Breathe, it will change everything. illness and diseases, everything, it will automatically. But you do the accountability, the clarity. You do daily meditation, definitely it will be changed everyone's lives. My example only me only. My life automatically changed. But you do perfectly daily, at least Brahma Muhurta 3 to 6. This is the almost world is sleeping. That servers all are sleeping. Your net is also stop it and you do it the early morning 3 to 6. It will very helpful, sir. Day it will start. It will be every that this work that work. You can't do the perfect meditation. That Brahma Muhurta, it is a very powerful. I was also started that time. And thanks a lot, sir. I am also meeting. I'm waiting for the meet you, sir. Once I'm 95% recovered. Once I'm recovered, I will definitely will meet you, Buddha Siva Foundation at HSR level. Thank you so much, sir. Like you, Guru, we are all blessed. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Thank you, Anurag.
Thank you, sir.
Buddha Siva is will give information, but it has to be absorbed. That's you. It has to
Thank
be
you, sir.
taken in. That's you. Your sincerity and your
Yes, sir.
meditation. Many listen to this. Few take it.
Yes,
Right. So it is you. It's your sincerity, your interest into this, your commitment to this. Reasons may be many, but we know for sure when there is a challenge, it's only because you're going to contemplate on your life, and then in the time acceleration concept, everybody will be given in due course and a very sooner than later about meditation for them to contemplate.
definitely. I'll do the seva.
That's all it
Definitely,
is.
sir. I'm also definitely I will do the seva. Buddha Seva Foundation. If it is any required, I will be there. But once I'm recovered, I will be come soon, sir. I'm also waiting for you, sir. I'm waiting for you. I will meet you soon in Buddha Seva Foundation. And you are doing the great job, sir. This is the it should be required in universe. Uh, definitely it will be helpful me and helpful
Yes.
everybody.
Thank you.
That is the great work you are doing, you and your team work. It is very great thing, sir. No one is not nowadays is this much of seva
That's okay.
and without any benefits. We are doing the only simply seva, but that also no one is not attending the classes. That is in the other countries they are paid some amount. They will
Anurag,
join.
Anurag,
Yes.
you and me and every one of us think no one is joining. No one will join. So we continue to give information. All right?
Correct, sir. That is, but it
Yeah.
will be changed automatically. Everyone in coming years,
Well,
it will be in my Andhra also. Produttur, that is, they are developed the one big pyramid, sir. Produttur.
yes.
That is our
Pyramid.
madam.
So come out, have the okay. Have the-
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot.
Yes, there is. I'd like to take that question, Vignesh. There is one that says from Sukirti. Can you read it out?
Yes, sir. So Kirti ji asks why someone aspires for mukti and why not for a happy, peaceful living Janma in Indian spirituality. People say human life itself is lucky to have because we can aspire mukti, but then again, they say human life itself is a suffering, so we have to aspire for mukti. Can you throw some light to understand this?
First of all, those who say human life is suffering do not understand what life is, number one. So you gather here, there, and somebody says suffering, then you say suffering. Suffering or enjoyment is a meaning that you give to an event and experience. Second, you yourself said the answer is there. Why everyone looks for mukti instead of looking for happy and peaceful life? What is mukti? Have you understood what is mukti? Liberation from suffering. That's all it is. Mukti means not some renouncing everything and then go somewhere and then be in a cave and that's when you get mukti, or be in a very, very blissful state in meditation without eyes open at all and be like this. That's what mukti is, not at all. Liberation from suffering. Mukti. Now, don't you want? Who doesn't want liberation from suffering? Everybody wants, isn't it? You said happy and peaceful life. When you don't have suffering, what do you get? That's what we are. Our natural state is to be joyful, to be peaceful, to be friendly, to be compassionate, to be empathetic to others. So that's all considered happy and peacefulness. And that's what you answered yourself. It's just you didn't know what mukti means. You misunderstood mukti. So mukti means just come out of suffering, figure out. Avidya is a cause of the suffering. Lack of knowledge is the cause of suffering. Here itself. Everyone at different stages of evolution seek a different experience, and everyone wants to be experiencing it joyfully and expansive way. So they are looking for that moksha liberation. Everyone wants happiness and peace. Meditation, we are saying, without an exception, is helping everybody in their lives. People in the body stage want to free themselves from the body illnesses and things that don't satisfy them at the body level. People at a mind state, they are unhappy about things that are not coming to them. And so they need to understand that it is temporary, it is there, it is in them to create if they wish to, but not. So that is by mind state. There are 4 purusharthas: kama, artha, dharma, moksha. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha, they're called purushartha. Purusha means the existence, the spirit. The 4 things it evolves into: body state, kama. Artha is mind state, the earnings, experiences of the mind. Dharma is experience of the intellect, reason it out, do something higher. Then moksha is something beyond. Who am I? Asking the question, soul state. We all in every state seeking peacefulness and joy. Everybody wants it. We just termed mukti to be something super special to only some people. Everyone wants to live life without suffering. And so all we're saying is, understand that it's a temporary life. Every experience is temporary, transient. Understand that even whatever it is there, but you have the power to heal, to change through your thinking. When you recognize that everything is possible, that's the wisdom we give. And then the meditation practice makes it really, really applicable into everyone's life. So everyone, from where they are, they get a little better. That's all. Those in a body state will not be able to reduce the needs. They'll have some desire, but at least they know that, okay, the desire is temporary, I experience it, I don't need to get attached to it. So be it. I don't need to look for, if the result didn't happen, I should not suffer. They have the understanding because it is always coming. But they don't have to stop desire. This is the problem. Nobody has to stop desire. They just need to understand, don't get attached to the desire. Meditation will not make you attached. Those who do not give meditation say, drop the desire, because obviously there is a next step to do. If you have meditation, you don't get attached, your desire is being fulfilled. Now, many people don't know thoughts create reality. So they say, you're having desire, see, what is your status, what is your state, you can't get it, so stop it. But then when you understand that, okay, so that my thoughts can bring reality, my focused, unwavering mind, without a doubt, if I in a joyful mode, if I'm able to think about what I wish, it's coming. Then rather than telling somebody, stop the desire, you don't have the power. Now we tell, it is okay to have the desire. Don't get attached to it. There is infinity, and then everything is coming. So why are you bothered about my promotion not coming right now? Can you not wait for 1 year? What happens? Think about it. Why should we be so agitated if the promotion did not come this year? Can you wait for next year? Why should it be that everybody must have kids while you are before 35 years old? You have kids. Otherwise, people bombard and say, oh, no children? As is a big sin. Do they even know there is something on purpose? And so why some people don't design to not have kids? People just want to give, just like they talk, give unsolicited advice. But they don't, not even knowing. It's not necessary that everybody must have kids. It's not necessary that everybody must have a kid before 30. Can you not wait? What happens if you wait for 2 more years? Do you know? It will not happen. Can you wait? What is the big thing about it if you waited? We have an arbitrary concept of time and say things are not happening. So we are saying, understand that first of all, everything is coming to you. Everything is happening, the best to you is coming to you. Recognize it is a transient temporary experience, but it's possible if you so feel strongly. You so feel strongly. And how do you know what feels strongly? It's important. Meditation will give you that. Right. So the statement that everybody is looking for mukti, when mukti is understood properly, is the right statement, correct statement. Second, everyone should instead look for happiness and joyful. Great. You translate into day-to-day life. Wonderful. That's correct. That comes with right understanding of life, nature of reality. That's the knowledge that we're talking about here as pointers. Everybody, Gautam Buddha said it, Adi Shankara said it, Jesus Christ said it, everybody said it. That's what Karthikeyan is saying. All religions talked about it, all scriptures. And so then we just bring it out and then in a way that we understand. Right? Yes.
So there is also another question. What?
Now, one more life. Mukti means not having one more life. Okay, that's a follow-on question. Okay, now you're coming into more spiritual aspects, reincarnation. Now, let me ask this. There are 10 sweets are there. You like one, will you stop there? Will you eat and then next day also eat and next day also eat that, or you want to try something else? There are 5 technology areas in your company. You are expert in one. Don't you want after a few years and say, hey, can I go and then try the other one? You try. There's one more is there, you try. After a few years, okay, I want a different experience. What do we see? We see constantly new experience because that's how we satisfy ourselves. We feel, okay, great. I found myself a little differently with this experience. So when you're talking about lives, now you're talking about dimensions. Think of it that way. There is a life here, and there is a life in another dimension, another dimension, another dimension. In scripture, it's called lokas. Don't you want? You want to get stuck in the earth plane only all the time? You have some experiences, go somewhere else, somewhere else, somewhere else. Now it goes deeper. It's the same thing. So we don't get stuck in one place, but learn this school. When middle school is over, or let's say middle school, then you go to another school, another school, another school. Be a student lifelong. What it's saying is that, okay, liberate out of this, it means that do your learning. How many years you want to be in high school? If you do it right, 2 years, high school, whatever. In the United States, it's 3 years. If you do it right, in 3 years, you finish. Well, you want to be 30 years? You can't be. That's all we're saying. So whatever lessons you have to learn here, learn and experience to the best possible so that if you graduate from this plane with your reincarnations over, then you go somewhere, right? That concept goes deep, right? Let's just read some more and then meditate more. Then yourself get all answers, all right? Yes.
So the next question is, what is the difference between yoga and meditation?
Meditation is encompassed by yoga. Yoga means union. Union of body, mind, then the right thing, the grandest expansion is union of body, mind, spirit, or the soul nature. All of that exists, becoming one with it. We identify ourselves with the body, with the mind, with the existence, which we've forgotten. So true yoga is to union with all of it. Become one with it. You are that, and so become one with it. Karthikeyan said, Aham Brahmasmi. Tattvamasi, I am that, you are that. Become one with it. Jesus Christ said, I am the Son of God, you are that. You are that, I am that. become one with it. Yoga is true union to become one with all of it. When you identify yourself as that, no complaints. What would you complain against? When you identify yourself as that, means the whole existence, complaints cannot come. Helpless cannot be there. Helplessness cannot be there. That I can't do something. That something did not happen to me. These two will drop. They only say, everything is within me. So a lot of things come. So yoga means becoming union, then of everything that is there. But then if you understand now, asanas are equated to mostly called yoga. Right? Asanas, the body posture that we do, the first step in the entire yoga process, typically this taught that way. Asanas, then pranayamas, then meditation. Asanas became synonymous to yoga. So people say, okay, yoga. Then if that's what you're saying, then we say do meditation, which is a part of this entire yoga system. Okay.
So then we have another question. So namaste. Astrologers and predicting future consequences according to seeing natal charts, creating fearful situation in home. How to overcome all of this by practicing meditation?
Astrologers, what do they do, you said?
Astrologers are predicting future by future consequences by seeing planetary charts, and they are creating fearful situation in the house. How do I overcome all of this? By practicing meditation.
Meditation will help you to create a strong mind and a bigger understanding of life. People don't know what's going to happen to them in the next moment, neither to the family members. They talk about big predictions from planet Earth or something. Well, all sciences are there, all influences are there. I influence you, you influence me. An animal influences us, we influence that. And everything is consciousness, and of course, a planetary Earth, and then a larger planets have influences on each of us. But when we identify ourselves as this tiny human, then we get influenced by everything. But when we become yoga union with the whole, and when I identify that I am that, then we don't get influenced by anything. That you take the power within to you. So meditation builds a strong understanding that it's in me. If I decide to let be influenced, then I get influenced. If I don't decide to get influenced, I don't get influenced. For example, before meditation, this whole Vastu science was there. It used to psych me out too, because the only thing people around me, including my parents, tell, your kitchen is not in the right place, bedroom is not there, so the owner of the house is going to get problems. Owner of the house, I'm the owner, I'll get problems. Obviously, it's going to scare me. Change it. What the hell? How do you change? Where is the bedroom and this and that? Now, if it is possible, do it. If it's not possible, don't bother about it. Right? There has a science behind it. Right, nice ventilation, nice wind will come. Sleeping in the night, southwest direction, all the wind comes. It's good. If you put a bedroom there, by default, most of the wind comes from southwest. Have windows there, so you get some nice wind. Whole night you're sleeping. There are some reasons why it is created. Now, after meditation, recognizing everything what I allow in my mind to happen, because the thoughts create reality, I decided to stop that thinking. I decided that my thoughts have much more power. My meditation connects me to the whole. I have millions and millions of more power than saying that, okay, some tiny thing that I didn't follow is going to impact me. Right? Same thing, you're going to put palmistry, all this astrology, and many things. When you meditate, when you build a million times more powerful understanding of what life is, and when you elevate yourself to be that consciousness, you create a strongest mind, and then nothing can impact you. You got to get there. But that we have to understand that my thoughts do have important role to play. But that we understand, if I allow and weaken myself and allow somebody to comments to impact me, will impact ourselves. Right? Meditation will build this thing as you completely sit through this program, listen to it over and over again. Somebody said, I did second time and a third time and a fourth time, but we got to go. This is not one-time course. This is not a AI course you're learning in 30-day AI, not at all. It's a beginning. If you approach it that way, you will absolutely come to a state very soon that it's me who decides what goes on in my life with an understanding. But then also, you'll come to a greatest conclusion. There is consciousness playing with me, and I'm one with it. And so then anything that's happening to me, I'm greatly accepting, not with my little false understanding that this is impacting me, that's impacting me. All right. These two conclusions will come to.
And I think we have one more participant who's raised their hand. Yangzi ji, you can.
Yeah, namaste, Chandra sir and team. First of all, I would like to thank to bring this course online because I'm listening from Nepal, Kathmandu. I have felt there have been a tiny changes. I have been observing, like after attending this course, like when we think about throughout the day how it would go, like during this busy schedule, then after enrolling in this course, I actually observe like tiny thing like in my day-to-day life, and that has helped me to you know uh, to uh, uh, to decide like which thoughts to come in my mind and which not. So this has made my life very simple, and now I'm not overthinking anything. So I think slowly by slowly I'm benefiting from this course. And I'm also, Guruji, I'm also looking forward to take this opportunity to to advance my learning. How can I go step by step, and how can I deepen my understanding? Because when before I bought one book, but I could not get its the learnings, like I could not understand. But what I felt is I attended one course with the Guruji, another Guruji. After attending that course with Guruji, my knowledge was enhanced, and I could do meditation properly. And then I also could understand what was written in that book. So I think the your insight and your the valuable lessons has enlightened our understanding. Right now I was willing to ask you and request also to you that how can I go step by step, and how can I go through you showed that there are 5 stages in meditation. I realized that I am in the third stage. Like sometimes I feel heavy, sometimes I feel calm, and how to how to go step by step in the fourth stage and fifth stage. So I'm really looking forward to learn from this course, and also to join this online course if there's any opportunity in the future. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Okay. Right. I'm a friend. Let's put it that way. Okay. In any case, thank you, madam. Nice to know. There are no stages in meditation. They're all experience will happen. There's nothing more to do than to just be in this program and slowly and surely understand step by step what we are saying. There's a lot of information here, but this program is a beginner program. It's packed with a lot of things. And just by being there, sometimes we don't understand, but go there. Now, you talked about experience. If you can go back and re-listen to the meditation experience session that we did on day 2 or day 3, it'll help you. Again, go and re-listen. Then when you get created facilitators, just ask them specific questions, right? Experiences come. There's no levels there. They all can happen. Any experience can happen. I had to list them in the chart as one below the other. So it doesn't mean that they're levels. There's a body experience, there is a mind intellect experience, there is an energy experience, there is a bliss body experience, or whatever they're written. They're just there, classified, that's all, into groups of them. They can happen anytime to anybody, anywhere, and you sit through them, right? There's no sequence here. this process, this program is good enough to understand everything as you go through for the 40 days. Okay. But there are a few things. And after you finish it, then we introduce an intense meditation program where you sit down for quarterly 3 hours meditation. Then introduce an advanced meditation retreat where you want to practice in person with other co-participants for several hours while talking about the wisdom deeply. So some of those are there, but there's a beginner program. Just go through it a few times. You will have answers to all of what you're looking for. Just go through. That's all. Okay. Right. Yes, Risha madam, what's going on?
All fine, sir. I'm reading the Seth book, Nature of Personal Reality, and how in detail he's explaining about we are constantly creating our physical reality through first knowing, through first mental pictures.
Amazing book it is. I get goosebumps every time I read a statement from it. In my silence retreat, I have made some statements, right? You know, if you recognize that our intellect is only understands the tip of the iceberg, what we understand is tip of the iceberg. And then when we have that understanding, then suddenly there is something that is coming and helping. And so then we come to a greatest conclusion that not everything needs to be understood. Just go through. That's a statement. Not everything needs to be understood. Recognize we're not alone. Not everything needs to be understood. That's an amazing book. I love it. I'm jealous. I mean, I'm jealous about it with my daughter right now, Alekia. Man, she's reading that book of 1,000 pages and she's underlining like half the things, and then that's midway through because I couldn't read the whole book. I mean, she's going through and then patiently in 5 pages, 6 pages every day, she's reading and underlining. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
initially, when I too felt so, the first two topics, the first two chapters, I had to make a lot of notes to understand. He talks about consciousness in detail. And then after that, after completing those two chapters, I felt like the following chapters is like elaboration of that. So it's easy to catch up. I'm in the midway.
Please say the book name and authors. Others will know.
It's Nature of Personal Reality by Jane Roberts. She has channeled an entity called Seth and had the dictation was written by her
Husband, Robert.
Robert's husband. Yeah, Robert.
Robert Butt. Okay, Vignesh, when you're writing, put it for everybody. Sometimes you're missing to just write response to only that person who's asking the question. That's why I really would like this chat to be enabled for everyone by default writing host panels. Yes, sir. Nidhi, what's going on?
Yes,
What?
sir. I'm so grateful I'm here with this Renew program and learning a lot, renewing myself with all the concepts and taking it deep within and learning a lot. For book, I'm going with this surrender experiment with the book club. And so, yes,
Okay. You are doing
learning each day. Yeah.
in the book club. Okay. Can you write to me a few points that you are learning in chat one-on-one to me? The few
Okay.
points in the book club that you're learning. I'm not able to attend the book club.
Okay, sir.
Okay, great. Sonalji.
Yes, sir. I'm reading the Celestial Prophecy, finally. So somehow I think your solitude practice has inspired all of us in one way or the other. So I am taking advantage of that. And also, Ajit sir actually wanted to know, he asked a question that when you will get a chance, if not today, some other day, if you would share about your solitude practice. Just curious to know. So I thought I'll put it out there. If not today, some other day. It's up to you.
I'll do a Saturday masterclass one of the days in March.
Perfect. Thank you.
So, yes, thank you. The Celestial Prophecy, I'll tell you, it gave me such a beautiful understanding of how life changed, how the whole, from 1100 or whatever to that time to now, how things changed, how things got misinterpreted. The religion always had some great intention. The founders of religion had great intentions, but subsequently, due to the limited thinking and many things, people twisted, distorted, and so then come to the point where consciousness is removed from subjective experience, from the textbooks and all of that. It just gives beautiful overlay, right? And can you believe it's a fiction, spiritual fiction? But what is fiction? Spiritual fiction. Everything is coming from somebody's, like Vyasa. Where did Vyasa got the Ramayana? Valmiki. I mean, Vyasa got Mahabharata. Where did he get that from? Third, a master channeled that information and then wrote it. Same way. Richard Bach, right? Not Richard Bach, James Redfield.
James Redfield, yeah.
James Redfield. So beautiful book. I really recommend anyone to read this book called The Celestial Prophecy by James Redfield, The 9 Insights. Okay, great. Vignesh, please conclude.
Thank you, everyone, for joining this session. Thank you, Chandra sir. Thank you, Karthikeyan sir, for a wonderful, wonderful guest sharing. It was very insightful. And thank you so much, Sonal ma'am and Richa ma'am and Nidhi ma'am for the back-end support. We will conclude the session right here. See you all tomorrow for another new session.
Thank you.
You're doing awesome, Vignesh. Thank you.
I see the beauty in you. I see the power in you. I see the greatness in you, and so it is. I see the child in you. I see the sweetness in you. I see the softness in you, and so it is. I can see